What's up? I'm back. Good ass freaking episode for the AMC The Walking Dead. Just finished the episode, and it turned out really good. I'm not gonna, spoil it for anybody who didn't watch it, so I'm just gonna leave it as that. It was a good episode, so go check it out. Just stop by and say hello, alright? Just like that, leave it a comment. Now noticed. Give you a shout out, let me know. Shout out. Let's start this up, guys. That was good. You guys got any questions about the episode of tonight's episode? If you already seen it, if you got any, let me know if you liked the episode or not. If you didn't see it, trust me, we won't spoil unless you want us to, but I won't let nobody. Press that subscribe button, support the small channels. Alright, let's go make this happen, no. You gotta go right now. Let's go this way. 52 minutes left. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Bullshit. Yes, let's try it again. Let me know you guys are interested in watching a different game. Let me know who got that Far Cry 5. Let me know how it is. Is it worth buying? BS. When I lose like that, one shot kill, dude. In that case, it was a couple of shots. Let me see what I got. God of War. I thought it was this month, but it wasn't. So God of War. I am planning to get the Far Cry 5, but I still have to beat some of these games into before I go and buy new ones, because they all like started playing them, then I left them. Some of them I didn't even get to start yet, so I need to get Fortnite break and start completing all these other games. like button. You gotta subscribe and press that subscribe button. Just wanna say hey. Say hey in the comments. somewhere in there. I hear him. Just don't know. Damn, man. I needed that freaking bandages right there too, man. Missed them too.
Too much makeup on it. It was too slow.
You wear too much makeup.
Ah! Oh, I got him! You look like one of the guys from Twilight for Ring and Vampire Boy. This is without from the show.
And without a doubt, Dana White has been great for this show. He's smart, he's obviously powerful, and he does it really guys. Dana, you admit that you hold a grudge. How have I avoided the Dana White grudge?
Yeah, it's different, though. I hold grudges with people that come out and really try to hurt you. You know, you're I guess, a journalist. So you...
I love the way you said that. You're, I guess, a journalist. Okay, so let me be a bit of a journalist.
Hey, wait, no, I wanted to congratulate you on the release of your last film coming out this weekend. The last Twilight's out this weekend. Congratulations, man. It's been a great run for you.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. You know, I've come back, but it's so... Our time with you is so sparse. So, agree or disagree with this statement? The UFC is in a slump.
I disagree.
So, 2012 for you has been as good as 2011, 2010, and a few years before?
Well, the problem that we've had has been injuries.
Right.
We have been plagued with injuries, and I think that if there's one thing that you'll take out of the last year and a half of injuries, you know, these people that say, oh, the UFC is this and that, I'd say the model is here to stay. When you lose, it's something like 7 out of 11 main events, and you continue, your business continues to grow and thrive, I think you're doing all right.
See, so I would say that you and I are in agreement there, because when I said slump, I'm kind of saying that you've had issues which have detracted from you putting your best product out there. And without a doubt, injuries have been a factor. And without a doubt, superstars sell to the mainstream. How many superstars would you say you have right now?
God, if you look at how many weight divisions I have, what, 8 weight divisions or something like that? First of all, I would consider every one of my champions a star.
Okay, so let me rephrase, Dana. Let me rephrase.
No, I understand what you're saying. If you take, I take every one of my champions, consider them a star, and then you take superstars. Who are my superstars? Number one. The number one biggest superstar, biggest pay-per-view seller is George St. Pierre. I would have to say my second biggest star is Anderson Silva. And then from there, you go to probably Junior Dos Santos. Then I'd go, Chael Sonnen is a big superstar for us. One of the biggest pay-per-view sellers is Rashad Evans.
You forgot about John Bones Jones.
Johnny Bones Jones, too.
Maybe you're still,
Well,
maybe you're still blaming him for everything.
Oh,
yeah, but see, here's what I would say. That no question GSP is a superstar. No question in my mind, you know, John Bones Jones is a superstar and Anderson Silva. But if you go back to 2007, I saw the list. You know, Randy Couture and Brock Lesnar and Chuck Liddell and Rampage Jackson and Anderson Silva and George St. Pierre and BJ Penn and Tito roster of guys that mainstream, I'm not talking about UFC heads, but mainstream sports fans would gravitate to.
Right. So what you're talking about there is all the guys that you mentioned, I've been promoting for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
All right. The UFC, we bought the UFC 13 years ago. 10 years of promotion behind those guys. Now there's a whole new list of guys that were, you know, about 3 years into promoting, other than George St. Pierre, because you could put St. Pierre in with the BJ Penns and all those guys because he's been around for a while.
Do you worry that UFC 154 with GSP in Montreal, in, as you put it, the heart of UFC around the world, being Canada, that it's not sold out?
No. You know, as you continue to travel around the country and do these things, we've been up here in Montreal, times are tough. People were asking me this question 2 weeks ago about it. It's a $3.4 million gate. Okay? If that's unsuccessful, I don't mind being unsuccessful.
The Chael Sonnen, John Bones Jones, you talked a lot about it before. You said the fans really want this, so I'm going to give it to them. Would you agree with me? And this is not a slight, because I want to see that fight, and you know, I'm all for it. But that it's kind of a wrestling booking from the standpoint that it's more what the population wants as opposed to what's really great for the sport.
No, you know what kind of sucks, especially if you're Chael Sonnen, is that everybody keeps talking about this thing because some of the fighters, the bitterness of some of these guys, it just blows my mind. First of all, Dan Henderson is supposedly friends with Chael Sonnen, and he's talking smack saying, I guess all you got to do is talk and get a fight. Dan Henderson had the fight, he pulled out of it. He blew his knee, or whatever the hell happened to his knee, right? So Dan said, I'm going to need a few weeks, and his knee might be better. So 151 gets canceled, he gets a few more weeks. I offer him the fight in Toronto with John Bones Jones. He still can't take the fight because of his knee. Then you go right down the list. 1, 2, 3. I asked all these guys if they want to fight John Jones at short notice. None of them want to do it. The only guy that stepped up to take this opportunity was Chael Sonnen. Yes, Chael Sonnen talks, but this guy also will step up and back it up and take fights.
It's the kind of fight I'd pay to see. I mean, like, because he is the villain that everybody needs. We got to go to break. If we go to break, I'm sure you are pulling your hair out because of all of these injuries, which is the perfect way to go to our Windows 8 monitor. And we have given you back some hair. 6 different styles. We've tweeted it out. Take a look at that. To me, the top right, John Hamm, Dana White. Perfect.
Bad stuff happens every day I get out of bed. He's an idiot. They can kiss my ass. That guy ought to be slapped. The guy's a loser. Shut up. You're a two-faced goofball. It is a crock. I love this show. It's the best show I do.
People ask all the time, you know, favorite guest, and I always say the tougher the guest, the better, as long as he doesn't bruise, and that's you, Dana White. Did you see the GSP interview yesterday?
I did.
Yeah. Crazy. He was, because usually before a fight he's so focused that he can't really lighten up. He asked me the questions. I answered as GSP. It was great. And he's just tired of hearing the same, you know, you're thinking about Anderson Silva, how's your knee, will you be rusty? What's the one question that you get that if you had the opportunity you would wipe from the face of the earth?
Yeah, at least somebody got a good interview out of him.
Yeah, we did. He was
been a rough week for him.
Yeah.
The one question, you know what, I'm not like that. A lot of the fighters get irritated because when you do media tours, you get asked a lot of the same stuff. I've been asked the same stuff, you know, for 13 years, but it's my job. Part of my job is to educate people on what the sport is. So no, there's no stupid questions when talking to me.
I want to ask you about the NHL lockout. Bigger because you don't have franchises. You answer to your partners, I'm sure. But you have this loyal fan base that is you and your loyalty to them is important. Do you think the NHL has disrespected its fans with the lockout?
I don't like lockouts in any sport. I think it's ridiculous. I think these are the things that, listen, there's always going to be things that happen behind the scenes. Everybody wants more money. Everybody's battling. Keep it behind the scenes, but keep the business moving. Keep everything going. You don't want to be in a position where you have your fans who are so, especially up here. Hockey's like a religion. It's crazy up here how people are about hockey. You can't take that away from them. Figure out your business behind the scenes and keep the show moving.
See, one of the problems that the NHL has, and one of the assets NHL players have, is this thing called the union. Because, I mean, you don't face that. And I would imagine that your business would be enormously more difficult if you faced a united body of fighters.
The problem is that it doesn't matter what happens, whether you have a players union, whether you have a manager, a lawyer, an agent, you're going to be negotiating with somebody. It never ends. You're always going to be negotiating with somebody. That's business, no matter who you're dealing with. Get the business done, handle it behind the scenes, and keep the show going.
You're a Red Sox fan, right?
Yep.
How much did you not love the Blue Jays making the deal with the Florida Marlins that in one moment rebuilt the Jays?
Yeah. Hey, the Red Sox got some work to do. You know, that they should get Epstein back as quick as they can.
Steven Seagal, I heard his name. He's kind of a hanger-on with you guys. He took credit for teaching Anderson Silva the front kick that he used to knock out Vitor Belfort. Does he actually know what he's talking about?
Actually, you know, what I hear from Yodo and from Anderson is he does some of the work. They do respect and listen to things that he says.
Okay, let's wrap this up. 20 seconds ago, you being me, and I'll be you. And you asked me a question as Michael Landsberg, and I'll do the GSP being you.
So, Michael.
No. I'm not Michael. I'm Dana.
Oh, okay. I apologize. Oh, what?
You're
no,
Michael.
No,
I'm Dana.
I want to be Dana, and I want you to be Michael.
Okay, then you know what? We'll skip this, but I'll tell people UFC 154 in Montreal. The great GSP makes his return against a guy that people say he's got to watch out for. Still some tickets available, pay-per-view as well. Dana, as always, thanks for doing this.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Your business needs a loan fast, but the banks say no. You want it nice and simple.
I just found out about Chuck, and I just want to know if I'm next. That's all I'm upset about. Give me something.
We thought the same thing. Boss, it's our job to say.
Yeah, but it's just a feedback. You're not a full fighter, which is a good thing. I think it's why is that? I'm Chuck.
I love Chuck too. I'm impressed about Chuck though. He's such a face of the sport.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do. I mean, I think he's gonna do just fine because I think that guy can just. I think he's fine.
New companies are,
You know.
companies are rough. Man. First thing they do, they cut the costs and they cut redundancy. It's what new companies do. Whenever there's a takeover, it's always we gotta find. If Liddell and Matt Hughes are out, podcast looking good.
Wait, what?
For being cut, I mean. Like
What?
looking good for like being cut out, so looking bad.
Why would you say that?
I'm just saying that's my.
You're getting me upset.
Don't get upset.
I think we got to.
You need the fans to rally.
Listen, yeah,
Both
people,
of
tell
them.
them. Oh wait, somebody's calling. Look at this thing.
Oh look! Wow.
Hold on, should we bring this up right away?
Hello.
Dana, is that you?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey boss, how you doing?
Listen.
Good. How you doing?
By the way, we have a technical problem. Here's the only reason Chris wanted you to do this, because he wanted your cell number, so you had to call his cell phone. I'm probably gonna start fucking texting you. And,
Hey, listen. I know, Dana. We might be limited for time. Oh, you might be. We have all day.
the important stuff. Let's get to
Yeah,
the
let's
important
get
stuff.
to the important stuff right away. And listen, I don't know if you want to talk about this, but I understand, you know, with the sale and everything, the UFC has to cut costs, and you know they have to do the right thing, and for what's best for them with the money. And I know a couple of guys like, you know, Chuck Liddell, Matt Hughes. They They got the axe. You know, I know Chuck's gonna do fine, and I'm sure Matt is too. Are me and Jimmy next? That's
Are we
the
on the
question.
way out the door?
That's the fucking
That's what we wanted to know.
We'll let you go after this, seriously.
So, yeah, when another company takes over another company, it's absolutely normal for them to come in, and especially at the executive level. Plus, you know, let guys go at the executive level. They have guys who they're going to bring in that will fill those positions. And some of these people that have been letting go that work for the company, these guys already have people to fill those roles. They have their own people. So it's their company. They roll in and they put their own people, you know, in these positions. That's absolutely normal.
You raised a good point, too. The executive level. I didn't think of that. You're right, executive level.
Yeah, definitely. You know, a lot of our executives were let go. You know, that's absolutely normal. They're going to come in and they're going to put their own people in those positions, especially a company as big as WME-IMG. You know, they already have a ton of people for these positions. Absolutely normal. Then the Chuck Liddell, Matt Hughes thing, those guys were, you know, those were my guys. During the Zuffa era, those were my guys, and I wanted them to retire. I respected these guys. You know, they helped build this company when I was growing it, and I told them both. I said, listen.
Recently stole a shipment of brand new Volks.
You know, it comes to a position sometime where I'm not controlling how much money is being spent or all that stuff. You know, you guys will get a paycheck until that day. And that day came. You know what I mean? You know, the thing with Chuck and Matt, it was a loyalty thing from me. Sure. You know what I mean? It was my gift to them for being the guys that they were when you know, me, Frank, and Lorenzo, it was our money.
Yeah, of course. And I'm sure they're gonna land on our feet. But that brings us to the podcast. How's it?
Yeah.
How is that? Are we looking? Yeah. Listen, I'm sure things did. I'm not a prick, but I mean, do me and Jimmy still have a job?
Yeah, let's be honest.
Be honest.
What's the buzz on this?
Why are you really calling in? Is this the...
Yeah, you guys are gonna be fine.
Thank you.
Switch up to this shit. Now I'm gonna go switch up my strike pack to
Hardcore free-for-all. Stay wary. Pick your shots.
Alrighty.
You got that glitch on your shit. Come on.
Go.
Recon aircraft scrambled. Recon airborne, searching for targets. Air package ready. Airdrop on your signal. Recon flight concluded.
You serious land or half?
Come on, dude.
That shit is so weak, man. Stop taking me pulling out the game.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Where the hell he killed me from?
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover. Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Wow.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
understand all those who couldn't get tickets. Oh, Garbrandt is out cold. Oh, my Lord. What a shot. Wow. Beautiful right hand. Unbelievable. Right on the button. And that was, you can see he's hurt there, but then here we go. This is
Hardcore free-for-all. Fire at will. Mission begins now. Remember your training.
I assure you that I will be in there at some point in that fight. I'm going to let my left hand go there.
Get back. Just trying to control it. Good right hand there. Hands in grab and hold.
Another body shot. There he goes. If he wants to become a rock. That's hurt him. He was stuck. He's getting to him here. Oh, big shots raining through.
That was a tremendous punch. Full credit for taking that. He needs to grab hold. He needs to grab hold of David Hayne.
But Hay hits very hard and he hurts and he's going to finish it here. I think he does finish it all over in round 3.
早くも心理戦が展開されております。策はアップストライク、どっしりと構えていつでも来いという感じ、軽くバックキックを出していきました。マンソン・ギブソンであります。そしてこちらチャムナン、先に仕掛けるんでしょうか。右のロー、これは間合いを取りました。こうなるとマンソンがちょっと有利であります。両者離れました。あーっとこれは右のバックスピン、ついに天下の宝刀炸裂。天下の日本人が倒れてまいりました。今セコンドが入って10カウント数えして奪還だ。
Comes from '87 during the Pan American Games, when he started with the same talk as he did for this fight. The old hatred I have bottled up.
Jorge Luis Gonzalez, whoever knocked him down, but he's on the verge of going down right now. A lot of punishment he's making, in your view, mental errors that could hurt him later on.
That's true. You don't follow a punch and then you'll let up your legs.
Bo still doing most of the damage in these exchanges, and left jail. At will, very few punches in return. There it goes. That should do it. The first time Gonzalez has been down as a pro. And if he gets up from this, he fools me. Now, Mills Lane doesn't bother to complete the
like a senior in high school picking on the freshman. You know, just thinks he's like kind of above everybody. And you know, it's just not the type of person that I really like to associate myself with, and not the type of person that I like being part of our sport. It's not an honorable,
respectful martial artist. The alliance chose time to shoot Cowboy.
Goodness! It is all over! Vicious body kick! Right here. Here's the switch. Corral. Perfect. Out cold. The first time we've ever seen
by David Benavides with his back on the ropes. Oh my goodness! A 7-place combination. This is why this is special.
This is brutal and beautiful at the same time. Latino, we expected this from both fighters. Incredible.
And that ends the fourth round. Is trying to make a statement. Rogelio Medina. Will the Medina clan win the right back? And now John Shorley is going the Hunter's chance. And that is the body shot sending Medina to the deck. Comes upstairs and is trying to bring it into the knife of Porky Medina.
Kaya Sakura side of Moon's left leg, and Moon steps in. Oh!
Very nice. I know Sakura has all the power, but I don't think he has ever met a person with... Oh! What a comeback. Oh,
oh my God!
Bottom line.
When a man is close to death, that's what he looks to do. He looks to put you up.
Keep talking. I can't even understand what you're saying.
Deep breath by Chad Mendez. Listen to this place. Oh, big shot by McGregor. Look at the clock closely. 10 seconds. Could he finish him here?
He hasn't faced somebody that is good everywhere. I can't out-wrestle him. I can out-wrestle him. I can out-box him. I can out-kickbox him. I can just flat out beat him in a fight in every single way.
Smaller guy? Because if you look at tonight, it would seem to indicate that. We were thinking that he was a contender. Look
Mario! Mario! I think you're chicken.
Enemy recon aircraft returned. Recon aircraft awaiting orders. Recon searching for targets.
Counter-punching skill, and there you saw the left hook upstairs, and there goes Arce to the counter on a quick, short, straight right hand. 4, 5.
Recon aircraft destroyed. Recon flight concluded.
George Donaire is a very skilled boxer puncher who's ranked by most to Arce, played right into Donaire's hand, bringing the night to an end in round 3. And here's Donaire looking for the knockout, and Arce's down again. Second knockdown of the fight for Donaire. To the end of the round. Good right hand by Donaire. And another left upper.
Enemy volume incoming. Get to cover.
On a brilliant
Aspect. I know I'm a better fighter. The fight will probably end in 1 or 2 rounds. I'm going to raise my hands after, and he's just going to be a number on my list.
Dallas landing some shots. Alistair's in trouble. Superstar to tee up. He rocked him. Big uppercut. Alistair's looking to finish a fight. It is all over the ring. Wow.
Enemy recon aircraft
There's a
returned.
moment to be captured here dramatically, and though Pavlik is starting to take control of the fight in this round, and going through with it. Without getting just completely reckless. Maybe a little bit of Scotty would be nice. Maybe if he's talking about earlier.
Enemy flamethrower observed. Get to cover. Incoming enemy the artillery. Get to cover. Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
A terrific right catcher snipe. He is hurt. He is in trouble. Holmes rolling up. And wisely, the referee stops it. Larry Holmes stops Ronaldo Snipes and retains the heavyweight title.
Is the world. Have a look at Caceres, our champion. Look at your Kiwi, our challenger.
Refocus on this. This is a very easy.
Enemy paratroopers surrounding us. Our advance failed. Pull back to the NLR.
Alright guys, that was a little quick Call of Duty World War II. Show you how can I, dominate in this right here. So this is it guys. I hope you liked the gameplay. If you did, press that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please press that subscribe button, and I'll let you go. So like I always say, expect the unknown. Peace.